I love my life. 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 No, that was.
Hey guys, it's Traveling RN Kimmy here, and in this video I am going to do a Payday Friday and update you on how my travel nursing contract has been going. I am officially in the second week, so I have a decent idea of how this contract is going to go. Also, this Payday Friday is also including my last week paycheck. Because I did not get the opportunity to make that video. So there is a total of 3 paychecks on this Payday Friday. So let's get into it. All right, so let's start with my PRN travel nursing job. I work typically like 1 to 3 days a week. Just because I've started my new travel nursing contract, I'll only be working 1 day extra just because I want at least 2 days off. So I will only be picking up 1 shift. Now, last week I did only get paid for 1 day. My gross pay was $840. Like I said, I get paid $70 an hour for this travel nursing position. The taxes that were taken out was $133.90, and my take-home pay was $706.10. So that's paycheck 1. Paycheck 2 was one of my paychecks for this week. I got the gross pay was $822.50. The taxes that were taken out was $131.03. And my take-home pay was $691.47. This was also 1 shift that I worked at the facility last week, but I didn't finish, like I didn't get a total of 12 hours. I think I got 11 hours and something. I don't know. I had to leave early because I had an appointment I did not want to miss. And yeah, so that's that. And then last but not least, my travel nursing contract. I am contracted to work 48 hours during the week. I was canceled for 1 shift, but like I said, guys, as far as travel nursing go, I know at least my agency does this. I don't know if every agency does this, but if a facility cancels you for your shift, you still get your stipend. Now, if you call off sick or whatever reason, you do not get the stipend. So keep that in mind. So like I said, I only worked 3 shifts last week. I got like 1 hour extra on last week. So I worked a total of 37 hours. And my total gross pay for last week was $2,772.89. The taxes that were taken out was $196.23. And my take-home pay for last week was $2,576.66. Now I did the calculation. Let's say I did work that 1 shift. That would have been 11 hours extra I would have been paid, and I get paid $22 and something cents. So I would have had an additional $242 on that paycheck that would have been taxable. But like I said, the stipend is majority of my pay when it comes to this contract. So even if they cancel me for a shift, I'm still gonna get a decent pay. Okay, so for my grand total for this week, I made $3,268.13. So that's what I'm going to be depositing into my bills account for May, because like I said, all the money I make in April is going to pay my bills for May, and then I'll tally everything up for my total take-home pay for the month of April, and then I'll subtract how much money I need to put aside for my savings, for the bills, for the expenses, etc. Now, I do want to say that my travel nursing contract did not include my deductions for my health benefits. So my expectations is that next week when I get paid for this current week, it's going to be the medical is going to be subtracted. They didn't do it for this paycheck because there was a delay. So next paycheck is going to have that deduction taken out. This week I did not work the extra shift at my PRN travel nursing, so I'm only expecting one paycheck for next week, and then I will tally up exactly how much I made for the month of April, and then I'll go through my budget, and you guys can see pretty much how I budget my paychecks for the entire month. And I hope that like the way I do it might not be the way most people do it, but I like to do it that way because like I said, I'm able to see all the money I made for an entire month and then utilize it for the next month. Let's talk about this travel nursing contract. I've had orientation at their sister hospital, which is technically the main campus, and I don't love it, guys. It's a pediatric hospital. The main campus is the actual pediatric hospital. I am not fond of peds. Like I said, I'm a Nicu nurse, so I prefer to work with the babies always. I am mainly scheduled to work with the babies, but if they need someone to float, I will be floating to that hospital. Am I excited about it? No, but it is what it is. I did note that night shift is definitely better. When it comes to peds, night shift is definitely better than day shift. All the meds are scheduled on daytime. Most of the time for nighttime, because they are kids and whatever, they normally they will do like maybe a 6 o'clock and a 10 o'clock meds, but after that they need to sleep. So yeah, there's that. But so far as the actual main hospital that I've been working at, I have been enjoying it. I've been getting consistently 3 babies just because they only have 5 babies right now. The charge nurse gets 2, and then the second nurse, whoever the second nurse, it's nothing personal to me. Whoever the second nurse is, they get the 3 babies. Now, if another baby was admitted, that charge nurse would have 3 babies, and each nurse, they only schedule 2 nurse for the whole thing. Even if they have 8 babies, I think they still only schedule 2 nurse, which is kind of wild. My PRN travel nursing job is absolutely opposite to this. Like if we had 5 babies, there would be 3 nurses. So they have a better handle on patient assignment at that hospital, and it is a NICU. There is that too. These babies at my NICU position are higher acuity compared to this one. This one, they mainly are just feeding and growing. There is one baby that's on like 0.79 liters of oxygen at 25%. Honestly, that baby should be on 21%. I don't think they need 25%, but respiratory doesn't work with them at this hospital that much. And my travel nursing contract now, a lot of the things is really physician driven compared to like nurse care driven, which is more like my NICU job. The NICU providers, they definitely depend on like how we evaluate the patient and how we feel like the patient is progressing. And that's kind of how like they kind of adjust their orders according to what we say. But at the travel nursing job, they don't do that. It's literally the doctor says, drink with this slow flow. You're feeding with the slow flow. If you feel like the baby needs better, then you're going to have to wait until like the next day to talk to the provider, and most likely it's the charge nurse, and then they will make a decision whether or not they would change the flow. But they are very against like adjustments. which is not my favorite thing about this position, but it is what it is. So that is it, guys. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next update. I should be 3 weeks into this travel nursing contract and have a more understanding of how much I'm going to be getting paid weekly now that my benefits are going to be taken out on the next paycheck.